Hey everyone, my name is eden8. Welcome to Undertale True Pacifist Glitchless. This is a run that I have run quite a few times at marathons, like most recently at ESA Summer 2025. So if you recognize me, that might be why. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you, Alex, for inviting me. I'm just gonna get started, and I promised my friend I would call my character this. So it's not me, chat. It's not me. It's my friend. It's my friend. My hands are forced. Um, but yeah. Thanks for the good luck, everyone. We'll just get start. Oh, we'll just get started. So basically, if you've never played Undertale before, then we are doing kind of a RPG-esque game. But the goal of this run is to spare every monster we can. But instead of sparing, we're actually gonna flee, because fleeing is the fastest option. We can't flee boss fights, so we're just gonna make our way through all the boss fights. So yeah, we're just going through the underground. And Undertale's a really interesting game because that text box interaction that we just had with Flowey is the evil guy in the game. Those text boxes actually change depending on, like, if you're on a New Game Plus file or not. I accidentally pressed fight. I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. It's okay that we accidentally pressed fight. It's just a little bit slower. That's the one that we need to flee from. So basically, yeah, we're just gonna make our way through the ruins. And this is basically the tutorial level. And we're gonna be doing some kind of silly things, which might not make a lot of sense, but they will make sense later on. So we're gonna like grind some enemies. But the most important part is we're gonna do some interactions. So you can fight enemies, you can act, you can use items, or you can spare/flee. We're gonna do some acts. So we're gonna interact with Whimsum or Frogget in this first room. And we're just gonna threaten the Frogget. And we actually got the good RNG there. Frogget has 2 attacks, and we got the fast attack. And the reason why we're doing this is to get 2 gold from all these enemies. So eventually we'll have 7 gold. And that will allow us to buy the spider donut. And that will actually allow us to skip a fight later on. So it's actually pretty important that we're doing this. No! I fucking fell! That's a classic. That's a classic eden8 move. Oh, we could spared. That's okay though. So yeah. This is actually a really charming part of the game. You can't really tell because I'm just skipping through all the text boxes, but this part of the game is really silly and goofy. So yeah, this is Napstabluke. This is like the first quote-unquote boss, I guess, because we have to act 4 times in order to spare. So we're just gonna do 3 cheers. And on the last one, we can actually cheer/float. It doesn't actually matter. And that snaps the blue. Okay, this is the spider donut. Please allow me to buy it. So apart from this next item, the rest of the ruins is pretty normal. We're getting this faded ribbon. Once again, there's a reason why we're getting these items, and it's because there's a boss fight called Metaton. And every time you equip an item in that fight, you get 1,500 points. And the goal of that fight is to get 12,000 points. So we just pick up all these items early on so we can equip them on the Metaton fight. But that is in a good hour from now, pretty much. So just hold on to this information. And now we're meeting up with Toriel again. And she's gonna let us pick up the butterscotch cinnamon pie. This item is pretty overpowered because it heals you to full health. But we use it on Asgore because on a pacifist run, we're gonna stay level 1 the entire time. So our attack power isn't great. And when we fight Asgore and we eat the pie, his defense goes down and our attack goes up. So theoretically, you could do a 10-turn Asgore. I'll probably get I'll probably get like a 17-turn. And we also use it on the very last fight of the game. Crap. So this is Toriel. She gives us a fast attack that we desperately want. Okay, that was the hands. We want as many hands as she will give us, pretty much. Because you see this attack, it's pretty slow. And there's not really that much to it. It's a pretty basic fight. We'll get... I think the first complicated fight we'll see is probably Undyne. Yeah, so this next attack will damage down. There we go. So we only got one hand, so that's pretty bad RNG. And there isn't really that much left to say. So I guess I'll just talk a little bit more about myself. So, as you might have seen in chat, I'm actually hosting a marathon called the NissanTV Marathon in about 2 weeks' time. It will be starting on the 26th of June, and it will last until the 28th of June. And it's basically a marathon filled with people who are trans, non-binary, etc. Basically, anyone who isn't cisgender is welcome. And we're going to be raising money for the Stonewall Housing charity, which provides like safe housing for trans people facing homelessness or people who are homeless. And this is the 3rd year in a row that I'm actually running it. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can give me a follow if you want, and no pressure, chat. But yeah, now we're going to be entering Snowdin, and we're about to meet the funny guy called Sans. You might recognize Sans from the funny meme Megalovania. Uh, Unfortunately, we won't be seeing Megalovania, but maybe I tell you what, if this run is like 20 minutes underestimate, maybe I'll show off the Sans fight just for fun. How does that sound, chat? Uh, if you're wondering why my camera is shaking, it's just whenever I mash my keyboard. It's kind of become a staple of my Twitch stream. So, uh, we're just gonna keep it up for this marathon run because it's kind of funny. Alex said he'll sing Megalovania for us during the intermission. Oh hell yeah! Maybe I should get into VC with Alex. Okay, we're gonna heal ourselves to full, and we're just gonna menu in these boxes. That's really unlucky to get that encounter, actually. Because I run this game with muscle memory, so I need to make sure that everything is in the right spot, or I run the risk of eating the pie, which is a very real and scary thing that can actually happen. Eating the pie is bad. Eating the pie is time loss. We do not want time loss, chat. So all these dogs are pretty easy. We just throw the stick. There is a category called all yellow credits, and you actually do the proper acting. Like that dog, for example, you pet it. And it allows you to get the yellow credit at the end of the run when you see all the credits. Yeah, Alex, you have to do Megalovania singing. Chat demands that you do it. So this is a pretty kind of silly part of the game. Like Sans and Papyrus just kind of go back and forth with like jokes or japes. They call them japes for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, because we're trying to be fast, we just smash through all the text. You actually don't get any of this when you do the genocide run. And it's actually a reason why genocide is a lot faster than doing like neutral. Like, okay, so there's Undertale's a weird game. You have kind of different glitchless routes. So obviously I'm doing true pacifist ending glitchless. But there's neutral glitchless, and there's neutral glitchless no aborted genocide. Because when you do normal neutral glitchless, you basically do the genocide route up until Hotland. And you just save ridiculous amounts of time. Because I'll be basically finishing Flowey at around 121-ish, 122. So, and when you play No About a Genocide, you actually save like I think my PB is a 109. So you save like over 10 minutes by doing the genocide route. So that's a fun Undertale fact. Listen, don't call Obscure out, okay? Just because we had one Super Metroid co-op race in like 2022. Yeah, definitely tell your friends. It's been growing a lot these past few months. Mainly because I went to UKSG. And I had people coming up to me and being like, "Oh, you're eden8, you do the Sissant Marathon," and I'm like, I didn't know people knew me. We're basically rivals now. Yeah, from what I remember, my co-op partner had a migraine in the middle of it, and we had to we had to forfeit the race. That's all I remember. Okay, now we're entering Snowdin Town. So once again, we're gonna buy the item that we need, the manly bandana. But we're also gonna buy a bicycle. And that's for the Undyne fight. So I actually didn't get it first try in practice. I died like 3 times in practice. Um, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves, but it's a pretty difficult fight. So I'm just buying a healing item for that. And we're actually just gonna throw the stick here. Because if we press spare, then Papyrus initiates his blue attack. But it's only for this first part. Because what we want to do is just damage down ourselves 3 times. Because that is quicker than doing the entire Papyrus fight in one go. It's such a long fight. So we're just gonna fail over and over until we give up. And now we can just spare him because reason why, but he just kind of assumes that you're blue now anyway for the second phase, so don't actually have to throw the stick again. So we just need to do this one more time, and then we're loud and clear. I don't know why I said loud and clear, that's... But yeah, Papyrus is just too hard. He's too difficult. We can't possibly beat him, you know? That's why we have to go back to the shed. Alright. And now we have to be careful to not accidentally ask to fight Papyrus again. Because that can happen. There's quite a few trolling boxes like this later on. But that's definitely the first troll, I feel like. And it's like a 1 minute time loss as well if you agree to fight him again. So this is the true pacifist ending. So one of the things that we need to do is actually go on this date with Papyrus. So we become friends with Papyrus, so that we become friends with Undyne, so that we take Alphys on a date. And then once we take Alphys on a date, we are locked into the true pacifist route. And that allows us to do the true lab and everything like that. And if we don't do that, then we've messed up. So this is just like a dating sim, I guess. We just need to mash through all this text. There is a text box here as well, by the way, but it's not as easy to skip as the fighting Papyrus one, because he's gonna ask us if we want to taste the spaghetti. Yeah, see? We ate the spaghetti, which loses 3 seconds. Oh well. So he's just telling us that he just wants to be friends because we did a lot of flirting with him. But Papyrus really isn't down down to do anything like that. Also, please ignore my live split lagging. It just does that sometimes. Just ignore it, chat. Don't pay it any attention. Look at the game, look at the game. So yeah, we're actually gonna come up on another item here. This is the tutu, and it's just hidden in this little waterfall here. It's kind of convenient that these items really aren't that far out of the way. Alright, and now we can, I didn't notice your timer. Well, maybe I shouldn't have brought attention to it. Maybe that's my fault. Okay. Quick 30-second cutscene, chat. This is what Super Metroid needs every, like, 5 minutes. Alright, so this is a pretty simple puzzle, but the next room we have to kind of have a little thinky think about how these flowers are going to line up. Honestly, I remember doing this in my casual playthrough, and I was a little bit confused, but now it's just that easy, chat. Oh, the time is back to normal, thank God. Alright, so now, Undyne is really trying to kill us. So this is the first spears section. And ideally we just don't get hit by the spears at all. Time will tell. Oh, I'm so slick with it. Okay. Ah, that was unlucky. Alright. See, and see, we did good, and now we're rewarded with another cutscene. Wow, wouldn't this be great if we if I had a co-commentator right now. That never happened before? No, that happens quite often. Um, Genuinely, some stuff has never happened to me before, and then it happens in a marathon run. Like when I did it at ESA Summer last year, I accidentally pressed my window and alt key or something, and it caused the game to be smaller, and I couldn't fix it for the rest of the run, so yeah. Make sure you press X and Z and not window and alt. These are life lessons to live by. That double mold small encounter is scripted, so that always happens. So I know that I can just spare instead of fleeing. And now we have the most annoying character there is, Onion-san. It's annoying because we have to mash through all of that whilst holding the right key. And actually, a lot of people argue whether or not Monster Kid is annoying. I personally like Monster Kid. Uh, they're just tagging along for the ride, desperate to see Undyne in action, basically. Oh, this next room that we're about to come up on is actually a really funny room. So usually you walk really slow, but we can just hold up, down, and right, and we just kind of speed through the room. It's a very silly room. How did I end up running this game? That is a great question. Um, I'm not actually too sure. I think one day I was on Twitch and I was recommended Undertale as a game slash category. And I was like, oh hey, this looks fun. I played this game before. Uh, and then I just kind of started running it. Like, because I didn't know what else to play. Um, I mean, I had a Super Mario Odyssey that I could have played, and I did play that for a little bit. But I think I just preferred this game. Because I like the 2D aspects a lot. Because I'm really bad with 3D platformers. Like, I don't know if my depth perception is just really bad. So yeah, I picked it up in 2019. Took a very extended break, and I kind of got back into running it this last year. Hey, thanks, Debu. Oh my god, is that Raz? My goat? But yeah, this was a pretty good Space 2. Oh, you've fallen down, haven't you? Are you okay? Here, get up. Fuck, huh? That's a nice name. Isn't that such a nice name, everyone? I think we're all in agreement that fuck is a very nice name. Alright, so I'm actually gonna save her, just in case I die. Um, And Mad Dummy is a very funny boss because the only way that you can beat him is by directing the attacks back at him. And there's certain cycles. So the best one is a 5 cycle. We're not gonna get a 5 cycle, I'll tell you that for free. I'll be happy with a 6 cycle. Him without also taking damage yourself. Okay, we're definitely not 5 cycling already. So we just kind of have to move around and hope that he gets hit. Okay, this is where the fight would end. Well, the first phase of the fight would end if we were good. Okay, we got a 6 cycle. I'll take that. So now that we've done with the first phase, this next phase is pretty much the exact same every single time. But I still get a little bit scared towards the end because it can be very easy to take damage. And I think these bots do like 5 damage each, so I'm on 9 health right now, so I can theoretically only get hit once more. See? See, chat? It's hard. It's really difficult. Fuck, stay determined. At least we saw the dead screen. I think that makes it all worth it. So now we have to do that that crap again. Isn't that fun, everyone? So it actually kind of sucks to die in the last one as well because it's like a 5-minute long fight. Not 5 minutes, 3 minutes. So we have to redo the 3 minutes again. Also means that we probably won't PB. Oh my god, this is terrible. See, this is 7 cycle now, because we did so bad. SMH chat. Okay, this time we won't die. This time we're on 10 health. Also, those rockets don't actually need to hit him. I kind of have an inkling that it might be faster if they do hit him, because then they're not like flying all the way off screen. But I don't know how true that is. Oh my god. It's okay, chat. We did it. I've got knives. I also don't need friends because I have knives. You can't... I thought every man liked having 2 knives. Okay, so we're like 2 minutes behind. It's okay, chat. This can still sub 2. We can still do the Sans fight later on. Don't worry, chat. So now we're gonna buy the cloudy glasses, which is probably the best defense item. I mean, stained apron is also kind of good, but in general, you actually can't get the stained apron. It's blocked off by like invisible barriers, pretty much. So I usually go for the cloudy glasses for the Undyne fight and the Sans fight. But yeah, we don't really equip items, and it's not just because of the Metaton fight, but it's because like we run away from all these enemies, right? So your chances of running away with no items equipped is 100%. Your chances of running away when you equip an item is like 50%. So we actually don't want to have any items equipped. But later on I'll have the stained apron equipped, and it won't really matter because we don't go into any overworld encounters, so we don't need to run away from anything. But yeah, so we're about to come up to the Undyne fight. And as I mentioned before, it's kind of hard. So I'm actually gonna try this once because we already died. So if I die once, I'll just do the fight normally. But basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna bait Undyne. We're gonna make her think that we're really stupid and we don't know how to play the game. And this is called Kindergarten Undyne. And the reasons for that will become very clear very soon. But we're just gonna basically, because she's gonna fire these spears at us, and we're gonna deliberately get hit by the spears. And that's basically the goal of the fight. And that's why also why we got the healing item before. So yeah, let's save. So we're gonna press challenge because the arrows come faster. So, yeah, she wants us to face towards the spears. What are you on about, Undyne? What bullets are you on about? Okay. Just face upwards. It's not hard. What, you face upwards, Undyne? Alright. I wanted this to be a fair fight. I thought if I beat you like this, I'd truly show how strong monsters can be. But now, I don't care. I'm not your freaking kindergarten teacher. And now the fight becomes kinda hard. So we're gonna try our best to dodge these attacks. Sorry if I go a little bit quiet. I just want to focus a little bit. So she's actually saying the dialogue for the last phase that we get casually. Oh my god. Yes, we did it, chat. Let's go. First try. Not even scared. So, because we did we did 2 phases in that fight, we no longer have to do any further phases as we run away. And that's faster than doing it in 3 different phases. I can't really explain it unless you know what the Undyne fight looks like normally. But basically, 2 phases better than 1, plus we only run away once at the very end. So now we actually need to do this to get the true pacifist ending. So we can befriend Undyne later on. We're giving her the water. Very important thing to do. And yeah, that was Waterfall. And now we're going to enter the lab. Hurry up, Undyne. Hurry up. Move away. She takes so long to get up, I swear. And we're gonna stay on... No, I got stuck! That would have golded if I didn't get stuck. I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. I haven't golded that split in so long. Alright. So we're actually gonna stay on 1 health for quite a little while. I think we're on 2 health actually. As long as we're on 1, 2, or 3 health, this is gonna work. Because there's gonna be a quiz in a couple of seconds. And if we get the first question wrong, then we just skip to the very last question of the quiz. Because we get damaged down to 1 health. So yeah, that's kind of why Undyne's a bit risky, because you need to survive, but you also need to make sure that you're on low enough health for this quiz. What's the price for answering correctly? Money! Oh no, that was wrong. And now it's the final question of the quiz. It's crazy how that works. So, he's gonna give us a question. Every answer is correct, but the most correct answer is Undyne. Because they are lesbian for each other. What we winning? Money. Obviously. Okay, now we did the quiz. Alphys is gonna become acquainted with us. So just like earlier in the game when Papyrus was calling our phone, Alphys is gonna call us and text us and everything. It's actually a little bit annoying, but it's okay. These enemies are actually kind of scary if you accidentally spare them, by the way, so... Gonna try my best to flee and not spare. Mainly because if you die in this game without saving, you get auto-saved, and I don't know where the auto-saves are. Okay, now we're equipping the burnt pan. And we have to throw away the tough glove. That's because we still have 1 more item to pick up, which I've alluded to. It's called Stained Apron. But But we also need the burnt pan because it does the best damage out of any weapon. Well, there's also the empty gun. But the empty gun is a trash weapon. So that's why most people go for the burnt pan. You'll see later on when we get to Asgore, we now attack in 4 bars instead of just the 1 that we had earlier. So we can do 340 health-ish on Asgore instead of like, I don't know, 60. So the weapon is actually semi-important, even if we are on a pacifist playthrough. Yeah. Yeah, no one look at the Richter scale for my house because it's just 10. So we're about to do a fun little mini game. Usually you skip this in the any percent route with an item called the punch card. For obvious reasons, the punch card is banned for glitchless. So yeah, you're actually gonna get to see a lot of stuff that you don't normally do in a regular Undertale speedrun. So our goal for this is to see a 13 on the timer at the end. So let's see how well I can dodge these things that Mettaton is throwing at us. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, I got hit by a pie. I think the reason why you don't want to be hit is because I think the timer actually pauses or slows all the way down when you get hit. God, that was a terrible pattern. Yeah, so we didn't have the best RNG there, but it's okay. I'm actually gonna take this save point. Oh my god, stop saving on the save point. So now we're back to full health. And this will help prepare us for a little mini boss fight in a second. And the reason I'm taking that save point is because it's a much shorter save point than the one that we would actually be taking. Like, some save points are just longer than others. I think the one right before Mad Dummy, and this next save point are the longest in the game. So it's just a strategic measure, basically. And also, fun fact, this puzzle was actually kind of hard in my casual playthrough, but I've become really intelligent and smart now, so I know how to do it. Yeah, this is the long save point that we don't want to take, so we'll just skip over that one. And now we're going to be confronted by the Royal Guards. And it's actually a really beautiful love story. So we're gonna clean number 2's armor. Now we're gonna whisper to Royal Guard number 1. I thought I was gonna die then, that would have been really funny. And now they are confessing their love for each other. Because they are gay. You know what? This is a perfectly good game to be doing in a marathon during Pride Month. Dun bum bum. Okay, now here's a second little mini game. Ideally, we get like a 62 bombs diffused here or something. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. You can actually easily lose time here. Like this next bomb, I'm gonna randomly mash. Like that. And I'm gonna do the same with this other bomb. Yes. Cool. So we're actually on pace for pretty good bombs diffused. No! Frick! There we go, chat. I told you it was easy to lose time. Instead of 62, we got 54. Yeah, I actually really hate that part of the run because... What the hell is a Niv on about? Alright, now we're going to level 3. And soon we'll be using that spider donut that we got all the way back in the ruins. Because these spider donuts are 9,999 gold. So you can see why we decided to buy it in the ruins instead of right now. So we just have to do some more puzzling down here. Trying our best to not be hit by the lasers. No, I don't want to hear about your opinions. Some meow meow, kissy, cutie, or whatever it's called. And Niv might be onto something. Yeah. I actually like this part of Hotland. I think I like Hotland apart from all the Metaton stuff. Alright, we're gonna do this. Okay. If you buffer the menu in that room, you can actually skip that encounter. But you kind of have to do it fast enough. And I wasn't fast enough. Yeah, the music as well. My favorite music is the car. I do like another medium a lot though. Okay, Okay, this is Muffet. And this is the boss fight. We are skipping with the spider donut. There we go, we did it. So now we're gonna go back here. And there's a very good reason for this, chat. So this next bit is kind of a New Game Plus thing. So what you're meant to do is when you play this game again and you didn't get the TPE ending, the game remembers like your old save file. What it does is it detects that you have an old save file. So we can actually skip this Metaton musical right here by simply saving and reloading the game. And this isn't the first time we're going to be doing this. We'll also do this on Sans. And that was a pretty trolly text box, because if you press perform, it's like the papyrus spaghetti one, and you just, well, you lose a minute. Oh no. No! No! I thought I could show this off for you guys, but no. I'm so sorry, chat. Oh, wait. I got myself out of it. Yeah, you can actually complete that puzzle, but I was kind of stupid and I sort of soft-locked myself. It's okay, chat. I proved that I could do most of it, and I think that's what really matters. Okay, now we're gonna use all our bullets to attack Metaton. Oh, did I say all of our bullets? I meant one. Alright. Now we're going to enter the best part of the game. And then we'll immediately go into the worst part of the game after the best part of the game. I mean, as speedrunners, I feel like we all dislike auto-scrollers, so after we do the Metaton fight, there's gonna be a pretty long auto-scroller. Alright, so now Alphys is trying to help us get through the car. Mainly ignore her, because she doesn't know what she's doing. So we've got one more puzzle over here. It's actually probably the hardest one, but Just gotta get the muscle memory down. So yeah, that's it for core. Now we're gonna do the Metaton fight that I alluded to earlier. We're also gonna save just in case. But there is a first phase that we have to do before we get to the item equip stage. Okay, we actually don't want to fire our bullets into Metaton here, because that's slow. So I had to be a little bit careful of the meshing. And I'm also trying my best to not get hit by any of these things either. Otherwise, because then we won't be on full health for the next bit. Also, I prefer this song so much more to Death by Glamour. That's my unpopular eden8 Undertale take. Okay, now we're going to start equipping the items, and you can see on the top left what the ratings are and how they're just jumping up. There we go. And that's really good because I just did something called essay skip. So this fight, if you don't get 12,000 ratings quick enough, then you do something called an essay, and that loses like 15 seconds or something. And it just gives you a box to type in, like, oh, what do you like most about Metaton? And then one of the best answers is legs, which gives you 300 points. But because we got 12,000 ratings before the essay, we did this fight in 4 turns, I believe. So that's really good. Anyway, this next bit is pretty boring. As I alluded to, we're about to go into a pretty long auto scroller where I'm not really doing anything. So, how's everyone doing in chat today? Is everyone doing good? Is everyone excited for Deltarune Chapter 5? Fantastic, let's go. Just a little bit more mashing here. I was doing good, and then an auto scroller happened. Yeah, this is a 30-second long elevator, and then we're doing a 6-minute long auto scroller, pretty much, so. This game actually has a lot of auto scrollers. There you go. I even golded that last split because we did the essay skip. Pressing lots of buttons. I love pressing buttons. It's my, especially Z and X and Shift and Enter. So yeah, this is kind of the calm before the storm a little bit. Because after this auto stroller, we're gonna be doing that hard fight. We're gonna be doing Asgore. So ASG green. So yeah, we're just gonna be mashing through this text and stuff. I love mashing through text, personally. So, little fun facts. In the glitched run, you actually go right and you get this key first. But because we can't skip these interactions, we go left first, and it's slightly faster. I really like the Undertale song, but my favorite is, I don't know if you guys have ever gone on YouTube and you've seen like the Undertale vinyl video. I really like the vinyl version. Also YouTube? I don't know. Alright, chat. Also, hopefully we get a good Asgore, so we don't lose a bunch of time. And we can be, like, ahead going into the post-game stuff. Yeah, I guess it is post-game. But because of how bad Asgore has been in practice, I wouldn't get your hopes up. Oh hey, I know someone called Willow who speeds the game Hank. Action Hank, the game Action Hank. Can't talk, can't read. Oh my god, chat. 50 more minutes and we'll be done with the run. Isn't that fun, everyone? It's not long now. King Gasdor will save us all. Sorry, chat, we're nearly at the end. We're nearly there. We just have one more stupid frogate left. You're going to be free. Okay, so we're gonna do that save and reload strat that we did earlier. Because Sans goes so much faster once you save and reload. So that's why we do it here. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this game is on sale right now. That is so true. If you guys are interested in Undertale, you should buy it right now on Steam. Also, like, if you've watched this far, we are gonna get into pretty big spoilers once we hit post-game. Like, I know I skipped a lot of text and stuff, but it gets even more spoilery after we fight Flowey, so it doesn't... Listen, there's someone out there who has been meaning to play Undertale for 10 years and they just haven't. Yeah, the earthquakes are actually going to stop for a little bit. Mainly because there's not really a lot of mashing to be done. We're also gonna save here. That's for later on. Alright. Bum 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 bum. Alright. So first we're gonna eat the pie and then we're gonna lock in. We're gonna hit all the quads, chat. Okay. Bad start, bad start. We can come back. My god, I should have hit that one. That's an easy pattern. Because there's 9 different patterns that you can get. That one's pretty easy too. This is like, 1 in 30 FPS to hit it in the middle or something. But I'm just kind of being a little bit bad right now, so... Hopefully I'll hit at least one. Okay. Sometimes you get a double input as well, like that. So that would have been a quad. Why is it giving me all the easy patterns? What the hell? No, man! How does it happen twice? I demand my 2 quads, sad score. Where are they? Okay, we were like 1 frame too late. I'm not happy, chat. I'm not happy. He's giving me all these good quads. And I'm not hitting any of them. Bro. Oh my god, again? We could have had 3! This is crazy quads pattern RNG, by the way. I cannot tell you how funny it is that I haven't had a single hard pattern and I've just missed all of them. And I nearly hit the hard one as well. That's really funny. Can't believe he's not dead yet. Okay, if I get a quad now, it won't even matter. Oh my god, it would have mattered. Oh, okay. We got a quad when it didn't matter. Let's go, chat. Okay. Astor is dead, everyone. Let's clap. Okay, now we're entering the flowy fight. This is also another auto stroller, but it looks a lot more interesting. So we're gonna be here for 11 minutes. What I want everyone in chat to do, or maybe what Alex could do, is maybe he could start a poll, and then people can vote either left or right, and then whatever the highest vote gets, I will go left or right. This is a 50-50 RNG option that we will see. So you all need to pick a side, either left or right. Tell me what to vote. Right. Right, gang. Yeah, do a poll. Do it for do a 2-minute poll or something. Yeah, left or right. It's a very simple question. It's gonna be really funny if left and right get the same amount of votes. Yeah, this boss is also really funny if you've never seen it before. Yeah, I guess we could have had a prediction if I brought it up earlier. Although I will say, if you do make the poll now, I can't actually see it. Right one. Did it? Alright. I will trust you that right down one. They rigged it? I can't believe they would do this. Alright. You're all probably wondering why I asked left or right. And the answer is, I think it's this next sol phase. The act button will either come out of the left side or the right side. So it's gonna come out either here or here. And you guys said right down, so we're just gonna be here. Yeah! Right gang for life! Good job, everyone. I'm so proud of you. If you voted left, shame on you. Good job to the one voter. Who was the one vote? Give that person a medal. How come no one saw this poll, though? Are we all just... Maybe it bugged because there's a shared chat or something. Hey, John. John is my bestie. He also runs Undertale. Okay. We're gonna close the game once more. Because it skips a 30-second cutscene when it loads up. Can my laptop stop dying? That was the longest load I've ever witnessed in my life. Eden8 technical difficulties during a marathon? Who could have predicted this? By the way, if you're watching this and you're confused, it's okay, I'm also confused. Can I have more healing items? I don't want to die. That would be so embarrassing. And yes, you can die during this fight. We did it, everyone. We beat Flowey. Yeah, this laptop is powered by the earthquake, so anytime there isn't an earthquake, it just goes to hell. But nobody came. Alright, we're gonna do some more loading up the game again. And hopefully it translates well to the stream, but I don't think it will. So don't worry, chat. I'm playing the game on a second window. Because once we hit Flowey here, we can load up the game and skip the cutscene of him dying. Okay. Okay, and now I'm entering the final door. And once this Undertale logo comes up, I can load up Undertale. And now we are in the post-game chat. And if you thought there was an earthquake before, it's gonna get worse. I don't know if you like knew this, chat, but I watched an XKCD video, and did you know the Richter scale actually goes up past 10? Like, I think he said like a Richter scale of like 15 will explode the earth or something. So hopefully we don't explode the earth, but there's a lot of mashing in this next segment to the point that my hands hurt from doing it. This game is trash. No one should speedrun this, but also you should speedrun this game. It's kind of fun. But this game would be a lot better if there was like an auto mash button or something, because yeah, it kind of hurts. So yeah, to do this backtracking that we're going to do, there's actually a really convenient river person. And hopefully we don't miss menu because that's cringe. It's really, we don't want to go to Snowdin whatsoever. Um, so yeah. This is a uh, pretty okay part of the run. It's just we're gonna date Undyne and then we're gonna date Alphys. And then there'll be some real gameplay. So Papyrus is pretending to do a cooking lesson for Undyne. Actually, no. I think Papyrus is getting the cooking lesson from Undyne. He's gonna make sure that me and Undyne become friends. Also, thanks for the gift subs, Legendary Moon. Alright. Okay, Undyne is going to become our friend, but she still doesn't trust us, so she tries attacking us with that spear because we moved. So we just need to advance this hangout so that we get the cooking lesson. Okay, now it's time to do the cooking lesson. Okay, now we have to press Z to repeatedly stir. Now we have to turn up the heat. What can go wrong, chat? Okay, now our house is on fire. Okay, now we're actually fighting her for real. But we can't bear to damage her, so she finally realizes that we want to be friends. So now she's giving us this letter to deliver to Alfie's. And now we can initiate the Alfie's hangout where it does actually kind of hurt to mash. So if I have a pained expression on my face, that's why. Oh my fucking god. This is what I mean by the menuing. This is actual trash. This game sucks. I hope Toby Fox takes a long look at himself in the mirror. So chat, I love losing time in my speedrun for no reason. Yo, we got more gift subs out of it though. Okay, you're into the garbage dump. Snowden is a trash area for trash people. God, it hurts so much. Why? Why, Toby Fox? Why? Actual carpal tunnel simulator. You know what other games are carpal tunnel simulators, chat? Super Metroid. Also, Anime is real, as we all know. Okay. Luckily, there's not really that much mashing left in the run, and that's the worst of it. So, okay, now we have to go back to Hotland so we can do the True Lab portion. And once we do the True Lab, we are in the end game. Yes, I forgot about hovering in A Link to the Past, actually. I've seen people do that IRL. I think it's insane. Alright. So we're losing time again, but it's okay, chat. We should still have time to fight Sans. As a little treat to everyone. Okay. Hopefully nothing goes wrong in True Lab. And I am actually gonna save at the start here, because one time I didn't, and I was on PB pace and I died, and it took me all the way back to before the Undying date for some stupid reason. Toby Fox, when I catch you, I'm gonna be upset. Undertale could be like 10 times better if there was like more autosaves. So yeah, True Lab is an area, and there's like these melted monsters together, because Alphys did experiments with injecting monsters with determination. No, I didn't mean to press join. Oh, good job, eden8, you dummy. So monsters can't handle determination, so they melt. And these guys melted together because I think what happened was these monsters were like comatose. And then Alphys was like, oh, I'm gonna try and make sure that they don't die by injecting them with determination, and then they just melted into goo. It's kind of disturbing. But I don't know, I really like this part of the game. It's really fascinating. Like, I think the lore is pretty good. So this next key that we're gonna get, because we need all 4 keys, If we walk up in a straight line, it's really, really slow. So we're gonna walk side to side like this, so we can get the key. Um. Okay, lemon bread is the one that I am most scared about. I always seem to die in this one. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk to this fridge. Oh look, it's actually an amalgamate. And this one is the kind of the creepiest one. But it's also the easiest one, because we just need to say 3 jokes. We get given a blue key. So yeah, we're nearly at the end now. We just have one more encounter to do. So you can see all these little plants that Alfie's was testing with. I wonder what happens if you inject a flower with a soul. I wonder what sentient flowers we've seen. Anyway, this is why I said to play the game earlier if you haven't. I didn't mean to press home. Because the lore is really interesting. Like the attention to detail is pretty fascinating. Also, this is a pretty messed up attack. I realize that. I'm desensitized to it now because I've seen it so many times, but it's a little bit terrifying. This is like when the game just becomes like a horror game for like no reason. Oh yeah, flower plus determination. Yeah, not soul. I don't know why I said soul. Okay, and that's true love. We just have to turn on the power for the elevator now. Okay. And now it's time to get a mysterious phone call from someone. I wonder who it could be. Alright. And now, chat, we're about to do the final boss fight. Who is it? The phone call you get is from the boss that we're about to face. Super duper secret boss. Okay, I'm just gonna put all my items, apart from the pie, in here. Because this boss fight, and chat, I cannot stress this enough, if you haven't played this game and you don't want to be spoiled, this boss is, like, gives you healing items, which I think is pretty cool. So I just dump my inventory so I can fill it with healing items, basically. Just in case, just in case. And now, oh, you thought we were gonna fight Asdar again? No. Toriel's here. Remember Toriel from 1 hour and 45 minutes ago? And everyone's here. A tiny flower helped me. Well, chat, who could this tiny flower be? Flowey's back, everyone. Oh, look how our friends are helping us. Alright, chat. This is the boss fight that we've all been waiting for. So Flowey is absorbing all the monster souls and all the human souls. And now Flowey is turning from his flower form into... Oh, what's this? Kinda looks like a goat. Oh, that's weird. Wasn't Toriel and Asgore a goat? Hmm. Oh, so tired of being a Flowey? Fuck, are you there? It's me, your best friend. Azrael Dreamer? It's crazy. Okay, so now we get to dream. Okay. Now we're gonna wait for the music to kick in. Chat, we did it! Kind of. Alright, chat, the goal of this fight is don't die. Do you think we can do that, chat? Do you think we can not die in this fight? I'm just gonna press hope every time, just in case, because if we do take damage, then we don't take as much. Because like I said, dying is kind of bad. Can't hit me. Yeah, I do love my friends. Oh dear god, we took so much damage. It's okay though. Okay, so now I hope I don't take damage here. So I'm on the full health. Nice. Okay, so what this means, chat, is we just need to survive. Because if I took damage there, then I would be on 1 health. And I would pretty much want to die immediately. And I'm gonna attempt to dodge these attacks. But it's a little bit hard to. I'm on 3 health, so I might intentionally die. I'm still alive somehow. What the hell? Okay. So the idea is you want to die at the start of the turn if you're going to die. Okay, and now we have to save all of our friends. And this is really easy. It's like impossible to die here, honestly. But basically, Undyne and Alphys have 3 acts. Papyrus and Sans have 4 acts. Toriel and Asgar, because we have the pie, remember, chat? Oh my god, that was so bad. So the pie really helps with Toriel and Asgar. So that's kind of why we've kept it for so long. I can't remember which acts I've done already. Alright, let's show you guys what happens when I eat the pie. So instead of doing the 4 acts like we had for Sans and Papyrus, we can just do this. Easy! It's so easy, chat. And that's why the pie saves so much time here. Okay, and now we're gonna try and save Azrael / Flowey, because if you follow the story of the game, then basically, I think Azrael thinks we're the first human, but we're not. It's really weird to explain. Like, for lore reasons, it's a bit weird, but basically Azrael thinks that we're best friends, so we're going to help. Came for Eden, stayed for the camera shaking. Yeah, well, if you want even more camera shaking, you can follow me on my Twitch channel, because there's plenty of it over there. I'm doing this because I care about you, fuck. Alright. He's gonna attempt to kill us, but he can't. Because our determination is just too good. Fuck. I'm so alone, fuck. I'm so afraid, fuck. See? Wasn't this a good decision? Alright, chat. We're going to comfort the goat, but we're not going to hug him, because hugging is slow. So, Alex, do you want to do your Megalovania impression whilst I fight Sans? Yeah, just kill him whilst his guard is down. No? Okay. Chat, maybe we can give Alex some encouragement to do his rendition of Megalovania. Yeah, we're not hugging him. We don't have enough time for that. We're just gonna proceed to end the game. Also, hey, maybe I'll gold because I had a good fight. I hope I gold. I hope I get a sub 17 gold. That'd be so sick. Okay, we're just gonna leave as quickly as possible. Alright, come on, chat. Come on. Come on. Show me the gold. Okay, time will end on the very last text box that tutorial says. This is terrible mashing. Alright, time's coming up. Now. Boom, look at that gold, chat. 16 minutes and 48 seconds. So clean 14-second gold. Alright. Chat. I gave you all a promise. I'm gonna fulfill that promise. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. We're gonna do something, and depending on if we're gonna give this one attempt. One attempt, okay? Okay, let's... Hello? Okay, let's... equip these. Okay, it's actually a shame because it's not giving me the weapon I want, because the ballet shoes is the fastest. But it's okay, chat. It's okay. Let's just get to the point. Alright, chat. Let's fight Sans. I've already taken so much damage. Sorry, chat. Surely we'll be okay. I whiffed it. I can't believe I'm doing this bad already. This fight's actually really easy, chat. This fight is the easiest thing I've ever done. I don't get why people die to it. I'm using so many healing items. Yeah, so fun fact, if you heal, you actually don't progress in the fight. You wanna always be fighting, basically. We're gonna heal again. Which I think is really funny. Because usually I do this first bit completely fine. This has never happened to me before, chat. Okay, this would usually be like the last attack. But... or is it this one? Anyway. Can't remember. So now we're repeating attacks because we healed so many times. Okay, we're gonna fully heal. And now it's time for the second phase, chat. So that is actually a free heal that you can do there. Because it doesn't waste a turn. So here you can actually just hold down all your arrow keys, but my keyboard has ghosting, so I can't really do that. But it's kind of simple enough to dodge, so it's whatever. This attack sucks, I hate this one. Okay, we're gonna heal to full. Oh, he's talking about his special attack, chat. Sounds pretty scary. Okay, we need to survive this attack for his special attack. Alright, chat. I'm liking my health. Alright, everyone. That's Undertale. Because, spoilers, there is no special attack. I hope you all enjoyed my TPE run. Unfortunately, it wasn't a PB, but I'm glad I did it. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me, everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of the marathon. And yeah, come check me out on twitch.tv/eden8. Thanks very much, everyone. See you all later. Goodbye.